Adam Bierman, Princeton TV. Loren, make sure we're on Facebook Live. Mark it.
Hype these guys up then.
Okay.
So professional.
Okay. You guys know Kevin Smith, iconic New Jersey filmmaker. But why are you on this show? Why did Loren bring you on? Your name, your profession.
We are from
your
New
compelling
Jersey.
reasons to be
New
here.
Jersey HorrorCon Film Festival, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Woodbridge, New Jersey, at the Woodbridge Renaissance. I'm Rob Bruce. This is Doug Rogusky. Welcome
We're best
to
friends.
our world. Best friends. Known each other since he was this big.
That's right.
And
He was a baby.
I got to say, both of you were doing great stand-up. I hope you're not creatively out of it because you were so funny in the green room before we even came on.
That was the green room.
The green rooms definitely was a party, but let's get this interview started.
Loren takes care of business. He keeps me focused.
That's right. I bring in the ratings.
Yes.
So, boys, you are the new convention in town. You guys have been doing it about a year and a half.
That's right.
Yep.
Coming up to our first annual, our third show. We've already had our first show. We had John Waters, Tracy Lords. We had Matthew Lillard. Our second show, we had Crispin Glover. We had Sean Astin. We had
Kerry
Green, to name a few. So we
Marky Ramone.
Marky Ramone,
Yeah,
right?
huge.
Who's coming back to this show, Marky Ramone.
Yes.
But the big guest, one of our big guests, I shouldn't say the big guest, is going to be Mr. Peter Criss, who is a local Jersey guy.
Great guy.
From a little band called Kiss.
Peter Criss was from New Jersey? I thought he was from New York or Long Island.
Nope, he lives down on the shore. I won't say where because his fans will find him and I'll be in trouble.
Someplace by the water.
Awesome.
Great guy.
We're on live, so let's just go. All right, so, guys, what was what made you guys say, hey, with the convention anyway? Because there's actually so many of them.
Right.
And
I come out of a convention background. I've been to more than 1,200 conventions across the country, starting in the late 70s when I was a teenager. I had created a couple of shows, most notably Asbury Park Comic Con, and we saw a need. Ryan Scott Weber, who should be sitting right here, he's not here right now. He's
on timeout. He's on timeout at work, closing a library.
But Ryan and I were discussing this, and there was not a horror convention with a film festival attached to it to promote independent horror films in the state of New Jersey. Now, if anybody knows about the tri-state area, is that this is the hotbed. There's more creativity, low budget, medium budget, high budget movies coming out of this area, independent films, and there's no place to show them. There's a lot of film festivals, but there was no targeted independent horror movie film festival. So we created one, and the way to do it was to put I like to call it a column under it, which is the convention aspect. So you go to our show, you get to see the movies, you get to meet the stars, you get to see the vendors.
Yeah.
And we screened, everybody knows I'm a filmmaker, The Dark Military.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was screened at this. Nominated for Best Director and Best Film.
Yep.
So,
Great movie too.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Great
you very
movie.
much.
And Ryan actually, the reason why he wanted to start this independent film festival is we actually did a movie. I'm a producer for his movie, Pretty Fine Things, which has a distribution deal through Wild Eye. It's coming out February 13th. Real quick, if you're on Amazon Prime, you could download it for free, February 13th only. Otherwise, you got to go to the site and buy it.
Or Walmart's.
Or Walmart.
Those big bins, it'll be sitting in one of theirs.
Yep, we're going to have it at the show also. We're going to have it at the show also, but we had to go to the Chatham Theater, and it was very hard to find a place that actually would let us film an independent film, and it costs money. A lot of people don't have that for budget reasons. For here, pay your entry fee. If they select it, come on down and get the recognition you need. And honestly, the awards we give out are by Chris Waters. He's up from Boston. Cobweb Studios. Each one is individual.
Google Chris Waters.
Cobweb Studios.
HorrorCon. You'll see the awards. They're amazing. They represent our logo.
One of a kind. We
amazing.
do, what do we do? Lifetime achievements.
Right. Avenger, Geek, this one, that one. There's going to be one for one of our guests this season. This next one is Peter Criss, drummer from Kiss.
Yeah.
Horror mixed in with horror.
So we don't know what they're going to look like, but each one's individual.
The trophies
it's a work of art.
are exactly what they said. They're absolutely amazing. When I saw them, I saw nothing ever like it. It was ridiculous. Those trophies.
And it's to really thank the filmmakers for doing such a good job and putting a lot of hard work in. recognizing them, make them a star for the day. I mean,
Right.
it's great.
No, it's true
And,
because everyone.
great.
It's hard. A lot of people can't do that the double threat. Actually, be able to support themselves doing films. It's a hard business.
Very
Yeah.
difficult.
And even when you do make it, you might not be up there
Right.
for that long. I was out in LA. I think.
So there was a little movie called Super 8, which
I saw Super. Yeah, it's very good.
and now the sequel to that, we're going to show that it's called High Def, and the guys are coming who created the movie, the directors, some of the character actors. So you can come and you can meet them as well. There's a Q&A. So it's a little bit different than your regular convention. You come in the morning, you get to shop, you get to meet Peter Criss, and we have Ernie Hudson coming, and Tiffany Shepis, and Daniel Harris, and all these actors and actresses from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The
Arnie
original,
Hudson.
the
Arnie
original
Hudson,
Texas,
yeah.
or
The
Number
remake,
two.
the
Yeah,
zombie
yeah.
remake.
Number two.
When you get these guys, though, just a protocol question: you don't give them the money up front, or do they make their money selling
Well,
autographs?
that's it's all different. A lot of them have guarantees, which means that say they come in at $2,000 and they sell 100 autographs at $20 a piece, and that covers their guarantee. So a lot of people ask you like, why is it so much? Why does it cost $50 to get Ernie Hudson's autograph? And the reality is that that's how we're getting paid. So you're not paying us, you're paying him. And sometimes you hear like people like complain, and it gets kind of crazy. I mean, I know one convention that they had the JLA cast, and it was like $1,200 to get the 6 autographs, but one actress or actor in that was like $250,000 just to show up.
Wow.
So it adds up, and
Yeah, or like Philly with the Wizard World.
Right,
Philly,
Wizard World,
like
exactly.
Captain America.
Right.
Chris Evans is getting $250. I mean, that's so, but people are paying it.
yeah, it's Chris Evans. Yeah,
I remember when Patrick Stewart was $125 and everybody
a
was
lot,
complaining,
right.
but I'm like, it's Sir Patrick Stewart,
Right.
and who knows when you're going to see him next?
Exactly.
I mean, for him to do that, so you have to want to do it. And most of the guys we've had, even Michael Berryman for the first show,
he was great.
Guy.
Sharon Lentz from Dark Shadows, she's a
the
pretty
Dark
fairly
Military.
local
Sharon
girl.
Lynch was on this
And she
show.
was on this
She
show.
was on the first show,
Hi, Sharon.
and she was great.
Ted Raimi was amazing.
Right.
And we're having Alex Vincent back.
Another Dark
right?
Military guy.
Yeah, Derek Mears is coming. He played the
Jason.
Predator.
And he played Jason.
Jason,
the last,
right?
Friday the 13th. Yep. Great guy.
So he's going to be great. Andrew Divoff, too.
Yeah,
The Wishmaster.
Wishmaster.
Oh, okay.
He's
Andrew
actually in Ryan's movie.
Toy Soldiers.
He has a little.
Toy Soldier.
He has a cameo in there from Pretty Fine Things. So he's going to be there.
And one of
And a
my
great guy, too.
favorite actresses, PJ Souls, who was in did a bunch of horror films, but Halloween. But she was also in Carrie, and was in
Right.
Rock and Roll High School.
Yes.
Really?
And-
With the remote. Oh,
And
I
Marky
got
Ramone, who was at our last show, has asked to come back. So we're giving him a spot. He's coming back just because he had such a great time. And one thing we do is it's an event. It's not like you walk through and you bunch of zombies, and it really it's interactive. There's a lot going on. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can see from just looking back here, though. And so a lot
there
of
you go.
not minded people to celebrate the genre, to celebrate each other, network, make
Right,
friends.
pop culture too.
Pop
I
culture
mean,
and
certainly
everything.
if you're networking, you're doing independent horror, tri-state area, California, Colorado, you want to come out, this is the place to go to. You're going to meet a lot of people, a lot of like-minded people. Even our staff people, Tony Goggles, who did Sodomaniac, which is a great a low-budget underground horror movie. Check it out, Sodomaniac.
He does our sound, and so does Scott Miller, who's the self-proclaimed pork roll king, I think it is, of Trenton. He's going to like that.
Isn't that Taylor Ham?
No, it's pork roll. He'll kill you for that. But two great sound guys. I mean, just amazing for what they do. We had our after party with the Stereo Titans, Philly
Stereo
band,
Titans, yeah.
fantastic, and also Charm School, one of our friends, Ingrid. Just great bands we had the first time, and they were just kind of like, "Hey, we need you to come out," and they're like, "Yeah, great,
Really
great
brief.
after party."
Really brief because we just jumped right in.
Sure.
Let everybody know the full name of the convention, the website, and the dates, and where it's being held.
New Jersey Horror Con and Film Festival. It's njhorrorcon.com.
2018 show.
March 2nd,
Second,
3rd,
third,
4th.
fourth.
We're at the Woodbridge Renaissance,
Yes,
which is
Woodbridge
on Route 1, directly across the street from the Woodbridge Mall.
In Island, New Jersey.
Island.
Very
I think
convenient to
it's
get to. And
Yes.
Very.
Friday.
As a matter of fact,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
you can
Friday,
take
Saturday, and
You
Sunday.
can take a train to Metro Park, and the Metro Park is about 4 or 5 miles under $5 for a cab ride.
And I think we have a shuttle that runs back and forth too.
And the last one I was watching during my research, you had Sean Astin on, and the woman from the Goonies was on.
Yeah.
Carrie Green.
She had a lot of
Carrie
fans.
Green.
People remember the Goonies.
Well, she had never done a convention in
Here.
America.
Yeah.
Never.
Our partner, Ryan Scott Weber, actually found her through the white pages, called her up and made the arrangements to bring her down. We sent a car. She came down. She was only there for one day, and we're talking about guarantees. She made her guarantee in 4 hours.
Yeah, I was Pete. No, I guess Goonies have, for the lack of a better word, seminal influence on people. They remember
It's
the
a
Goonies.
cult
movies.
movie, you know.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
everyone's
It's definitely,
childhood.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's up there with
It was a
Raiders
fun
of the Lost
movie.
Ark, for
It
sure.
really
Yeah,
was.
it was on HBO a lot growing up when I was a kid and everything too.
You know, it's not Star Wars, because Star Wars is the granddaddy of them all, but, you know, it's probably a little bit under there, I would think.
But you know, it was in a lot of people's homes. They watched it a lot, and you could. That's one of those movies you can keep on watching when you're.
And
a
you
kid.
can watch it with your family without having to worry about
that's true, too.
parental
Yeah.
guidance.
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
it's great.
It reminds you of a period in time and place. So I'm not surprised she did that. And Sean Austin seemed very nice too.
And she was in Summer Rental too, which is a great movie too,
I
with
saw
John
Summer
Candy.
Rental.
She's in
John Candy.
Lucas.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lucas,
the biggest,
there you go.
you know,
Yep.
3 for the Road. I mean, she was in a lot of things.
Great.
I like you guys. You interview yourself, so it's actually great. No, I mean that as a compliment. I'm actually a little
Take a
tired.
bathroom break.
Well,
Okay.
well, actually, you know what? If you show up, we'll actually let you in. How's that? You know, that's not a problem.
Well, I plan to show
Just
up.
wear the suit so we know who you are.
If I can get Patrick McDonald, my bitch. I mean Patrick, to
Oh.
come with me. I want to apply for some media.
No, you're in.
I'm
Don't
in.
worry about it.
I'm
Yeah,
in.
yeah. Yeah, come on.
We'll get you in.
Buy
Yeah.
some tickets online before they all sell out.
Just do us a favor. Do not harass our security guy. He's like Chris Sarney. He's like special ops guy. So he'll take you down fast.
Yeah. So you're.
We tell people to come have a good time, but if you think you're going to fool around and cause fights, you know, it's not going to happen.
Right, no silliness and everything.
Well, we have a lot of fun. Our
No,
staff
but I
is.
mean nothing negative. Crazy
No,
positive.
I
call it.
mean our
Right, crazy
volunteers,
positive.
our volunteers,
No
the
nonsense.
staff. We have nonsense during the weekend, but you know
Good
what?
nonsense.
Yeah, after 9
Everybody's
o'clock
welcome,
on Saturday.
and everybody feels welcome, and we want them to because they're spending money. We want you not just to come to the show, have an experience,
It's all
get to
inclusive.
know us.
And it's not just a horror con. We also, you know, it's a pop culture event. There's also that comic con element to it. There's some comic book dealers. There's some toy dealers. There's some DIY, you know, horror stuff.
memorabilia, everything.
Yeah, I mean, so if you're looking for something and you can't find it in this day and age where you can find anything by looking under a rock called Fleabay, but you know, you know, you can find it at NG HorrorCon Film Festival, March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the
Woodbridge.
Woodbridge
Woodbridge Renaissance in Island. Actually, it's the Renaissance Hotel in Island, New
Right,
Jersey.
right. And we
Look
have
us up on Facebook.
We have a swim party
And
on
website.
Friday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night?
Well,
so when we go swimming?
You missed it.
Will Tracy Lords come to that? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, please.
We tried, but she
tried.
kind of looked at us and just walked away. But at least we asked.
was snickering.
We
I
asked,
couldn't figure
we
out
asked
why.
nicely.
Where
so.
did you have Tracy Lords on in your Asbury Park?
No, we
at
had her
our
at
first
our
festival.
First one.
Yeah.
First one.
First one with she.
Can you tell for those who don't know who Tracy Lords is, who she is, and why she's famous?
We had John Waters, and she's in,
John Waters,
She's in
yeah,
Crybaby. She's very
Amazing movie.
well
Yes.
known to being, which is Johnny Depp film. What's her face? Hatchet Face is in
Just
it.
passed away like within the last year.
man,
That's a face
amazing.
died. Oh,
Yep.
and that's a young Johnny Depp, pretty young.
Yeah,
Yes.
younger.
Yeah.
Younger. I mean,
I think
Johnny
John-
Depp. You know, the last 20 years, you really can't tell how old he is.
No,
you know,
he
until
hasn't
like
aged.
His face doesn't move.
so
Well,
he-
maybe his face.
Well, he
doesn't
started
move.
off. His first film was Nightmare
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. That was his debut. So
Oh,
he was,
that's
I
right.
think he was
He was also
16.
in
I think back
Platoon.
then.
He was in Platoon.
Yes.
He played a
Yes.
translator.
and it was in
Yes.
21 Jump Street. Which
Yeah,
is
that's
where-
why I
was
first
his
saw him.
breakout.
To talk about Johnny Depp, he did a great movie called The Ninth Gate, which,
Yes.
which
I saw
was
that.
directed
Frank
by,
Langella. Frank Langella.
yeah, but was directed by Roman Polanski.
Yes.
But
Roman Polanski. Oh,
one of the best
okay.
movies, if you're a collector of things, it's about a book collector that meets the devil.
Yes.
The devil is a blonde-haired, green-eyed, like, woman.
Temptress.
Polanski's wife in real life.
Possibly.
Yeah.
She didn't look like she was 30.
No,
Too soon?
maybe.
But as definitely fans of this show, they are definitely fans of Kevin Smith.
Yeah, and I do work with Kevin Smith.
Yes.
I don't.
good job.
I'm
Just
in
give
my,
it- how did that
I'm
even
in
happen?
my winter garb. Well, it's funny, not to get off too much of a digress. I live in Red Bank. I'm from Red Bank, 7th generation, born, raised. Secret Stash is in Red Bank. I'm a fairly well-known toy collector, pop culturism, Instagram, Twitter, 150, 200,000 toys in my collection. And when they were auditioning the guys, they called me up and said, well, come down. and I basically won the role of the on-air expert. But since that was in 2011 and we progressed, I am now one of the producers of the show. I have a producing credit. We're in season 7, halfway through. And if you watch this, the end of the season, I'm in one of the episodes.
Where can we see these shows?
It's on a little channel called AMC. And we're on after our lead-in is a show called The Walking Dead.
I never heard of this show.
So Sunday nights at midnight, we restart February 28th, I believe, is our re-air time. We'll do 8 episodes until March, and then we get renewed, and we shoot in the summertime. If anyone's ever interested in coming on the show, we'll do casting calls during the summer.
They have to have what, toys?
Toys, yeah. You got to go through the ringers. I mean, it's not set up. Everybody needs to be vetted. All the items since we've shot 500, 600 transactions, we need to do things that we've never done before. Right. But, a lot of this and a lot of those people will be at New Jersey HorrorCon, which is March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Woodbridge Renaissance.
I love this. You're like Don Smith. You got to keep saying it every 5 minutes.
I got the hair. That's why I'm wearing the hat.
You said it's February 28th is the return of the show.
That's the return of the show.
Is that right when The Walking Dead
Walking
returns?
Dead, same
so
night.
It's like, boom,
Yeah,
double
night.
whammy.
Double whammy.
So do you have any groupies who are into toys
Yes.
and you and everything? Toys. Maybe
They're
that toy.
called stalkers. They're all
But you love
24
your
to 27-year-old blonde-haired girls. They follow me around. I don't know why.
Doug, you're quiet now.
There's something that has to do with probably Pez in there.
Pez! We go to the Pez factory.
AKA
Is there a Pez factory?
Yes.
They still make
You didn't
Pez.
know? Yeah. Pez is huge.
I forgot about Pez.
Not only is there a Pez factory, but they turned the factory into a museum. It's open to the public. It's up in Orange, Connecticut. You can go in and you can walk around, and they have on display every Pez they ever made.
Oh my God!
And then they've got like an open window where you can actually watch them make Pez.
Yeah.
I'd like to go.
They give away free Pez.
That should be in weird Connecticut.
Which is why he has the stalkers, because he gives them Pez. That's where that whole joke comes from. It's from the Bundys. I actually stole that, but you got to keep up.
Weenie
You got to keep
tots.
up.
No, but I gotta say one thing. You never been on? It's a long-winded explanation. Ever been on like a public transportation? You don't feel like talking, and you go down.
You go in the quiet car.
Or you go, but if people keep talking, you go down to half words. You guys are different. I would love to be on a jumbo jet with you going 10 hours on it. It would be great. The flight would be over in
I'd
a
be
second.
sleeping.
Most people say, I actually am a person of few words.
There you go.
When?
That's a saying.
Exactly. You understand that. But,
But New Jersey HorrorCon is March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at the Woodbridge Renaissance Hotel.
And that's an excellent hotel. They have pools. all the
Amazing
amenities.
hotel.
Yes.
Excellent.
It is a
And good
good
parking.
bar area, too.
Wow,
I
the
like
food is
you
like
walk
out of this
in,
world.
it almost looks like Atlantic City with the
Almost.
bar and everything. I mean,
I'm impressed.
I was super
But I don't
impressed.
lose as much money.
And we actually had 2 weddings there.
All right.
At our second show, Father Evil,
But after
Father
a Woodbridge guy. He's one of our mainstays, along with our cosplay guy, Mike McManus, who's
McManus.
fantastic. He cosplays like nobody else.
But
does
Peter
do that?
Chris is going to be one of our guests. And Peter Chris was in a little band called the Kiss,
So you'll
And
see.
which KISS stands for Knights and
Knights
Saint
and
Saint
Saint
Service, right?
I didn't know
Sanctuary? I
that.
thought it was always Sanctuary. No?
No, Service.
Service.
What about Kevin Smith? Would he ever show up or anything?
Well,
or you don't want to be
Mr.
bothered?
Smith's very busy.
No, he's actually kind of elitist. Not elitist, but he's kind of in
No.
high company. He's a very. No, I'm not. I don't
he
know him
works-
personally, but he's big time now.
Yeah,
he's
but
made
if
money.
he goes to a convention, he doesn't sign. So he wants to be on stage. And to put him on stage, you have to have 1,200 seats, and we don't have 1,200 seats.
Gotcha. He's reached that point. in his
But
Well, that's what he does every weekend.
Oh, really?
Podcasts, modcasts,
we'll
smod
throw a
shows.
spoiler in. You might actually see Ming Chen. Maybe.
Ming will be there for sure.
Maybe.
I thought you were talking about some kind of Chinese egg roll.
No, he's not. He's not a Chinese egg roll.
Okay.
But
Ming Chen.
he's
But we've had
he's
Brian
from
Johnson and Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers, or our first ones. Brian Quinn from Impractical Jokers was Kevin's one of his interns. Used to get his coffee, and him and Brian Johnson are really close friends. They do a little smodcast called Tell Him Steve Dave. I don't know, Tell Him Steve Dave, TSED.
Tell him Steve Dave, yeah.
Ming's from Comic Book Men.
Yeah, and so is Brian Johnson.
So if you see the show, you'll know Brian Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Brian's great too.
But
After The
we're,
Walking Dead,
we're also going to have
February 28th, right?
Ernie Hudson.
Yes.
Ernie
Yes.
Hudson, who
Our
was on Comic Book Men, Ghostbusters,
Ghostbusters.
and The Crow.
The Crow.
The Crow.
So we're having a
Who's the
mini
Crow?
Crow reunion because the gal from The Crow, what's her name? There you go.
Exactly. We're gonna have
It
the
rain all the time.
we're gonna have the Ghostbusters core there also. Tom Gebhardt and his guys. Tom actually has the Ghostbusters car, one of the originals.
Yes.
and
Oh my
it's just
God, that
great.
must
It
be
comes
priceless.
with the sound and the lights and everything. I don't know if it's the exact one, but it's one hell of a replica.
Wow.
And they do a full setup. They have coloring there for the kids, balloons, all that
There's
happiness.
stuff going on outside of the
Yeah,
in
so
the
we're gonna have
parking
the
lot, too.
outside. We're gonna have the night ride.
Rochelle Davis
Yes.
I've heard of her too.
was in The Crow with Ernie Hudson. So we're going to have Amelia Kincaid. We're going to have Terry
McMinn. Sorry.
McMinn. John
I'm
Dugan.
getting a shadow.
Amanda Bierce, who was on Married with Children. But
Marcy.
she's
Marcy
also
Darcy.
in Fright Night.
Right.
She
Is
also
she the gay
directed.
one? She's gay in real life. Is that the
Yeah.
other? Yeah.
She's what?
She was gay. I remember she came out.
She's gay.
She actually came out. She came out through the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was. Like,
She actually
I kind
worked
of
it
liked
into
though.
the show.
Old news.
I know, but for the time
Keith
though,
Coogan's
she was
gonna
just
be
like,
there.
I'm gay, so what? She was kinda
Vernon
cool
Wells.
about
Anybody remember Vernon Wells?
Keith Coogan
Dave
is
Coogan was
is
a lot of
actually
things. Toy
is he the son from Jackie Coogan?
No.
Or the grandson?
Grandson.
Yeah.
Don't tell the mom.
Oh, Cousin
babysitter's
Nick.
dead.
Cousin
I
Nick.
Don't tell mom.
Well, no,
Toy
actually,
Soldier.
Uncle
But
Fester.
Vernon Wells
Uncle
was
Fester's
the
the
Mohawk
one.
guy
I mean,
from
Fester,
Mad Max,
Fester.
and he's a bad guy in Commando.
Yep.
And he's in Weird Science. He's one of the,
Yep,
along
at
with
the end, Michael
Michael
Berryman.
Berryman. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we got about 4 minutes to go. Before 1 minute, I have to announce the next guest coming up. I have to remember that too. I quickly, if I could just ask,
We can hang out for the next guest.
favorite movie moment.
sit in the back.
You guys are so interesting. And you're so knowledgeable, and you know everything.
Favorite movie moment in history?
Yes,
Or
for
just-
you.
E.T. When E.T.'s dying in the ravine.
I want to eat. I hated that movie, Wretched.
I collect
Said it.
E.T.
Okay,
items.
sorry, wretched film though. In my film, this country this time was so mired in dislike of
That's
each
not
other. They had to look at some ugly thing called E.T. and love that instead. I'm sorry, I'm making a metaphorical spirit.
I was an E.T. fan.
Yeah. So,
What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite horror movie?
I think one of mine was seeing Freddy Krueger, the first one, and watching his arms just go out and sitting in the theater going, what the hell just happened? But honestly,
that got you in the movies?
Terminator just with Arnold Schwarzenegger just being more the real life superhero, just amazing.
Words in English.
You know, because he's like, yeah, just great.
your jacket.
Yeah.
It's not my size.
I need your jacket now.
Not they clean, right?
What's your favorite?
Still the Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Nice,
My kid
nice.
loves Lost
Always.
Boys.
It's never the great cast. I mean, great. They're great.
How about
great bunch
Repo
of
Man? You ever see Repo
Yes.
Man?
1984.
It's kinda like
Emilio
a horror.
Estevez. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Estevez and all punk rock references.
Yeah,
And he opens up the trunk and he disappears.
Yeah.
I remember when he asked, he goes, "What about that mom and dad? The money?" He said, "Family." And he goes, "We gave it to Bible."
Oh,
to
right, the
Vietnam-
Bible's-
to Vietnam or something. It's kind of Pulp Fiction before Pulp Fiction. Some of the comments.
It was like the only ending stroll that went the other way.
What's
at
your
the end of
favorite
that.
movie?
It vacillates.
I tell you,
like,
Pretty Woman. Right?
Honestly,
Apocalypse Now, maybe.
I saw Apocalypse Now when it
that's
came
really
out,
good.
but,
Yeah.
but I'm a huge Star Wars fan, the first Star Wars movie. Because I must have seen that maybe 400 or 500 times in my life.
So it changed your life. It
Yeah,
definitely
I
changed
mean,
your life.
you are what you are because of the things that happen.
Right.
I'm very fortunate that one of my oldest friends in the world is David Windorf, who's the lead singer in Monster Magnet, who turned me on to Jack Kirby when we were in high school. So I learned about comic books when I was in high school, and without that, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you today because everything else sort of comes from there.
Well, let's give you last word to all of you, and then I have to go to the next segment. Again, March
2nd, 3rd, 4th.
2018. The Renaissance Hotel, Island, New Jersey, conveniently located off of Route 1.
and Loren Lepre, Dark Military. Talk about yourself and what else?
Oh, yeah, yes. So, yes, Dark Military is doing great in its Film Fest run. It was part of this convention.
It's
Best
awesome
director.
movie, too. If you haven't seen it, get a copy.
And he helps the ratings, and I'll have some.
I'm Adam's bread and butter here. I'm
Yeah.
always bringing him good guests and stuff. And next month, we're going to have a great guest, too. And Adam, don't we have another guest after we leave?
Yes, we do. Thank you, Loren Lepre.
Yes.
We're going to be coming up with Jody Wood and comedian, comedian something, Fred Stein. So we'll be right back with Breezin with Bierman. I love you guys.
That guy stole my act.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.